approach I invented, and I ain't taking that back cause I meant it. Get it, get it. Wow, wow, wow. Get it, get it. Wow, wow, wow. Get it, get it. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wow.
Hey everyone, I am back with a book review, and if you have not already, hit the subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed to my channel and all of the videos that I plan to upload from now until however long I do this. So, you guys, this book, 1955 by Autumn Crumb. Let me start by telling y'all I done had this book in my possession for a minute now. So, I basically went into the book not knowing or even remembering what the book was supposed to be about, the description, any of that. I had no clue, so I had no clue what to expect. Listen, this book, I'll start off from the beginning by saying, is one of the best books I done read this year. Okay? Because it caught me off guard. I've never read a book by Autumn Crumb before, so it's not like I knew what to expect. The book was packed with so I don't even want to call it urban fiction, but I guess you could call it that. It was packed with witty jokes. It was packed with parts that were relatable. It was like a beautiful love story, but it had unexpected twists in it. So it wasn't so much like a mystery. It was kind of like a cross between urban fiction, a psychological read, not psychological thriller, but kind of like a psychological reader. You really kind of had to been thinking, or at least I was, because I was trying to figure out what happens before the book was over type of thing. That's the type of person I am. I'll be trying to figure the book out before it gets to the end. I will tell you, this is not one of those cut and sweet love stories. Basically you never know what's gonna happen next, and that was what I loved about it. It is set in 1955, so there is there's the way the book is worded, there's a little bit some older terminology that would have been used in that time period for it. My favorite part are the two characters that are the main characters, right? Ransom Bodine. Listen, Ransom is I don't even know what to compare him to. He just really was a black man in this small community. I want to say the town was called La Villa. I might be getting it wrong. But he was a black man in this this community where black and white people kind of sort of lived somewhat around each other, but schools were still very much segregated. It just basically, it was set in the whole time period with the Emmett Till situation. So it's tensions were high. As a black man and woman, you couldn't just do whatever you wanted to do. Whenever you were wronged by someone white, you couldn't just sit here and speak out about it and it was going to be okay. There is a part in the book where it's discussed that lynching did happen because this boy, I can't remember exactly what the boy had did, but basically it went from he was supposed to be having a court trial, I believe. Basically they had locked him up, and before he could even see a judge, they basically hung him type of thing. So it's that time period. But Ransom really is a man of his community. He's about his business. Now he do some things that's a little sketchy, but not sketchy in a bad way. It's he's I don't know. You kind of I don't know. I kind of just see him as those Italian mob bosses. He's kind of like that, but he's black, and he's not trying to sit here and put his community down. He's really trying to better his community. He's really trying to make sure that everybody's okay. And they look at him as the hero of their town, right? But the problem is, obviously, there's always the person that's hating on the situation. The guy's Cyrus Black, right? Cyrus Black is one of those, he's just one of those people that will really sell out his community just so that he can get further himself. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. He's very selfish. He's just greedy in the sense of enough is never enough for him, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to get even more. He's just really disgustingly greedy. And when he starts to see how successful, what was I getting ready to say? When he gets ready to see how successful Ransom is, he already is kind of whatever. The problem is Cyrus has this girl, right? Because Cyrus is also a pimp. So he has this girl named Reba. And like Reba's basically like rejecting like this guy that's supposed to be her John or whatever. She's like rejecting him, telling him, you're fat, you stink. I'm not going to sleep with you. You smell horrible. And like Cyrus really tries to beat the brakes off of her, right? So the problem is, I'm trying to remember the specifics of it. The problem is, I know that Ransom had a problem with Cyrus Black to begin with. So he kind of popped up at the house on some like, you know what, I got business with you. But then when he saw Reba, Ransom just like, it was like love at first sight for both of them. And it just was like, I didn't know. Like, I'm sitting here wondering at first, like, oh, is he just trying to play the hero role? Like, how is this going to go? Like, how is this going to go? But they fall in love with each other. They fall head over heels with each other. And when he brings her home, Mama Lou, now Mama Lou, at first I thought that was his mother, but it's not. Mama Lou is like a woman that has, basically, she's been around in Ransom's life forever. She's been around in Ransom's life. She's been around for Lind, and then I'm trying to remember the other guy. His name is slipping my mind right now, but he's basically like Ransom's right-hand man. It's just he still works for Ransom, though. I don't know what... Hollywood! That's his name. Hollywood. I'm like, how did I forget his name? So Hollywood is a character in himself. I had loved his character, because it's like he got a smart mouth, but at the same time, it's like... you kind of sort of know that his intentions are good, but at the same time, you have to go upside his head every once in a while because it's like, sir, who are you talking to? And that's exactly how Charlene felt when she was dealing with him. Like, he would sit here and try and approach her, and it'd be like, she wasn't receptive to it. So, aside from Hollywood, back to Ransom and Reba. Listen, Mama Lou, basically, she's not his father. Or she's not his mother. Obviously, she's not his father. But when Mama Lou first sees Reba, she's like, who are you? So it's funny because Mama Lou, she comes off as like super kind of standoffish and kind of mean. But the thing is, she's really not. Like, once you get her to talking, though, Shorty will not stop talking. And it's clear that she's like an older woman, too. So it just was cute, too, watching Mama Lou build a relationship with Reba and watching like how Hollywood and... well, Mama Lou has this thing where when she first meets you, she's like, well, my name is Mama Lou, but you can call me Miss Bullock because I don't know you like that. Like, I love her spunky personality. This book is just full of like twists and turns. I can honestly say, like, when the book was over, I was like, is there a part 2? Because I was so excited about it. I really enjoyed this book. It took me less than 2 days to read it. This was a page turner that I really enjoyed reading. How I keep saying I wanted a book of like a book that was a breath of fresh air. This book really did that for me. It really was like, you know what? This is something different. I enjoyed it. I would definitely read another book by Autumn Crumb. I know I have another book by her already on my tablet for me to read. Whenever I finish reading all the books, I'm already contracted to read. So, yeah, I love this book. And again, I'm going to say as a disclaimer, again, I'm not saying that I love the book because the video was paid for. I'm going to explain it again because I always get questions. So I feel like I'm going to say it over and over until I'm out of breath to be able to say it. When I contact an author about a book or an author contacts me about the book, they pay for the creation of the video of the book review and for the promotion of their book. Now, that does not guarantee, this is the big part that people always try and put words into your mouth on, that does not guarantee that it's going to be a positive review. So don't ever think that, oh, because the review was this and that. No. If I don't like a book, you're going to clearly see it on my face expression, or I'll probably reach out to the author and let them know there are some things you probably should fix. Grammatically, spelling wise, before I record a review, because I don't like to be an a-hole and like come out in a review and just like bash someone. That's not my thing. But regardless, here I am. I enjoyed the book. So I said all that to say, basically, I enjoyed the book. So don't go trying to sit here and say, oh, she just acting hype, because no, because I'm that person where if I don't like something, it shows on my face. So that is all I have to say for now. I am